Welcome back, everyone, to Third Street Reactions. I'm Zach.
I'm James.
Shane.
And Joy.
We're back with True Detective Season 4, Episode 2.
We got a few notes. I don't know if you want to go over them or if we could just kind of a little summarize real quick. But definitely talk about that ending.
So the ending where they found presumably the researchers.
Yeah.
I think they actually announced that, right?
Well, we found something buried. I thought that's what the kid said. The son. Yeah.
Yeah, because they go out there and they find all these people that look a little aghast at their circumstances.
Yes, they were.
That Rose is pointed out there to their location by
Travis,
who we can, we know it's her dead husband.
Yeah.
We don't know how she's seeing him or why.
It could be like a dead son.
Yeah. A dead family member of some kind.
Yeah.
Dead somebody. Dead significant other.
Yeah.
Dead significant somebody.
And I think we were talking, Jamie hasn't watched these things, and granted, it could be different. It's a new showrunner, you know what I mean? They might do something different. The idea was was that an actual spiritual experience that she was having? Was like a dead ghost Travis there, or was she seeing like an echo in her mind of a memory?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like the show does... The themes of these shows normally, like you have something that seems supernatural but could be explained in other ways, and it doesn't tell you outright that it's fake.
It's been a while since I've watched any of these seasons all the way through.
Yeah.
So I have to wonder at the style and what they're doing, because it seems like there was a lot going on in hindsight with that last episode, especially with that going on in the background.
There were a few different storylines, and one thing we didn't think about also, like season 2, there was a big ghost scene with Vince Vaughn's character where he's in the desert. So they did do a ghost scene.
Oh, well, it was more like his mind was still going after he'd already dropped.
Yeah.
I don't think he necessarily had died. It's kind of like he was delusional, wasn't it? Like he was kind of... That's how I took that. He imagines himself as he keeps walking.
Well, I know it wasn't really a ghost, so...
No, because he was just... She all know you fell down back there.
Yeah.
And then he turns around and it shows him laying there.
Yeah.
So I took that as...
Okay.
He's out there in the fucking heat.
Yeah, so I think everything is revolving around Ann Kodak, or I think that's how you pronounce her last name. Killed 6 years ago, stabbed multiple times. Her tongue was severed, and it seemingly has been found in the...
Research.
Yeah, the
Salal.
Salal Arctic Research Station. Mm-hmm. Going through this, editing it, I had to watch it again and like frame by frame sometimes in certain cases. I'm certain you are correct that the thing has something to do with it.
Yeah.
So, the show mentioned that the research center, they're studying microbiology, the origin of life. There was a ton of stuff on screen of the characters. I didn't read any of those.
You're mentioning of Blood Meridian by Cormac McCarthy.
Yeah, and it was Blood Meridian.
Yeah, and that's a great book. I like Cormac McCarthy's writing style a lot. But it's a very, very violent book. And... very fatalistic, and as you might put, kind of like miserable.
Yeah, without huge spoilers, is there anything that you can...
Well, the premise of the book is this kid falls in with a group of scalp hunters that are basically terrassing around, and I believe... the Southwest, Mexico. They were paid a bounty at the time to collect Native American scalps, but they would just go around killing Mexican villagers and shit and taking their scalps, because who's going to know the difference? Yeah. And they turn around and sell those. And
Jesus.
So, that's just the premise of the story. It doesn't explain everything that happens. It also is violent, like the extra violence. Pretty horrible.
Okay.
They do horrible things, and it involves children at some point and shit like that too. So it's it can fall right in line with this, I guess, in that respect. If you consider the first season.
Yeah. Captain Hank Pryor, he had possession of the files of Ann Kodak, and he was reluctant to give them up. What do we think about that? His son, Peter,
stole them for...
Well, I thought it was odd that he would have possession of those and have any kind of authority in it. If she's in charge of the police department, she should be able to say, hey, I know we took those home because we didn't have storage here or whatever, but you need to bring them back.
Yeah.
Or it's your ass. You'd think that would have some weight there. Instead,
but what if it's the politics of it?
That's what I'm saying. So where's the power in those politics?
Yeah, what if he has kind of had the power, and then she came in from the outside, but the mayor wants him there, doesn't like her, and they can get rid of her before they get rid of him, and maybe he knows that or something.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe he knows the right people and has the right dirt.
Well, why would he try to hide it? Do you think he's involved?
Yeah, it's a good question.
Yeah, it's a good question. You remember there was that one scene where Chief Danvers and him had that kind of back and forth about the files, and he was reluctant to give them, and he almost acted like they were his property, right?
Yeah.
And to me, it's like, okay, why is he so possessive about that file?
No, you're right. It was during the scene where Stacey Chalmers was screaming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they also had
the throat goat of Alaska, I guess.
We had somebody in our comments section asking some of those questions.
Yeah, you want to, who was it?
At entertainment-YV2LL.
I do want to say...
Doesn't really roll off the tongue, but...
Yeah.
They asked a lot of questions. In the interest of time, I'll try to glean over what I can. We talked about, well, actually in the bullet notes we had preparing for this reaction, Kate McKittrick was mentioned, and whether or not she runs the entire town, the use of the mining factory, so if she has a monopoly, the mining factory, the casino, the liquor depot, crab plant.
I don't remember the casino in the episode.
I'm not sure, to be honest. The significance of Ferris Bueller's Day Off. That I don't know enough about that movie to make those connections.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's such a tonally different movie.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, in the movie, he's becoming an adult. It's a struggle to get free from his parents, but then
he's skipping school.
You obviously don't know. You obviously don't pay any bills, all the other shit too.
Right.
So
it's a great movie.
We believe that Ryan and Kotok's brother made a deal with the devil to silence his sister's protests because he didn't seem that interested in Navarro's continued interest in the evidence concerning his sister's homicide.
Yeah, I didn't think about that until I was editing it, you know, because then I'm really watching it again, kind of.
It's very possible that a lot of different people are in, like we talked about.
Yeah. Right.
Well, I mean, is his brother a minor too? Like, if her brother would also be, I mean, in Inupiat or whatever, but like she might be like culturally embracing her roots, and he might just be some guy working, and I don't know. Maybe.
Well, you talked about, what was his name? The guy that was the deputy.
Hank Pryor.
So, but Hank, I mean, Hank being reluctant to get back into that.
It's like these characters are confronting these little or big roadblocks.
Yeah.
So
his reluctance, we also have Ryan's reluctance.
Yeah.
There's a lot of reluctance to open that case back up. Even the police chief was reluctant to do it openly.
Yeah, but she's doing it secretly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, we see in small towns, like even in real life, of like murders and stuff that happen. And it's kind of like hush hush. Everybody kind of knows a little bit about it. People are involved that you wouldn't necessarily think are involved. And it's just kind of swept under the carpet. And I wonder if this is kind of one of those situations.
Yeah.
Yeah, we recently had a death of someone here, and some people think it's a murder. So, you know.
Hear about
someone drowned in the river,
Then the last question was the research scientist. One of their names was Ralph Emerson, and Peter's son's name was Darwin. Thoughts on any of those questions? So I'm assuming that, I don't know who the hell Ralph Emerson is.
I don't know who Ralph Emerson is, but...
Ralph Emerson sounds like somebody that I should...
stuck-up 18th century scientist, I don't know.
Some asshole.
I must admit...
Ralph.
Yeah, I'm not sure who Ralph Emerson is, but the Darwin thing, obviously, I think it's going with the themes of, Charles Darwin, and they're studying the beginning of life, that I think it's just pulling on, interweaving within...
Ralph Waldo Emerson.
Who?
He's an author.
He's an author.
That's what I said.
Ralph Waldo
He sounds like an
Emerson.
author.
I still don't know who Ralph... When you said Waldo, it's like, oh, it's Ralph Waldo. I'm like, I don't know who fucking that is either. Who is he?
For all the reading you do, how do you not know? How did I know that?
Among Emerson's most well-known works are essays, first and second series. The first series includes Emerson's famous essay, Self-Reliance. The writer instructs his listener to examine his relationship with nature and God and to trust his own judgment above all others. Yeah, now that Ralph Waldo Emerson, now that I saw it, I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I know who he is, but I don't know any of his shit. I haven't read anything.
I know less than you. So...
He's right in there with Elizabeth Cady, whoever the hell, sent a picture of a penguin dressed up as the Pope.
No, those are really good catches. I created like a study guide for us to look at. We're going to be looking for those clues. Guys, before we jump in, if you want to support us, check us out on Patreon. We have full-length uncut reactions. We also have up to 4 weeks early access for our non-live shows. Obviously not this, but anyways, guys, we're excited. Make sure you join us for the post-talk. We're going to try to break it down. Let's jump in. Yep. Yeah.
Oh, is it burnt cornea?
No, like icebergs.
Why are they naked?
Oh,
Doesn't make any sense.
they took their clothes off to run.
Over here too.
Yeah, that's Lund.
Fucking Lund.
Lund.
Jeez.
Look at that. Oh.
Oh my god.
There's the sign.
Now, Zach, I definitely saw that in the trailer, but it's still really cool.
It's gonna be a shit bowl. No answers. We don't even have a forensic technician. Should send this thing back to Anchorage.
Oh, that's what we were doing.
Yeah, we're keeping it. Fuck Anchorage.
Oh,
3 feet!
oh my god.
Liz, they're just blowing off
Oh my
steam.
goodness.
Shut up, Hank. All right, everyone, stop fucking around. This is a crime scene.
Yeah, I mean, with that many dead bodies, come on.
Don't piss off Liz.
Maybe leave this one for someone else, Missy.
It's tied to Annie's case, Rose.
Then you're screwed.
I could not take a selfie like that, dude.
No.
It's pretty fucked up.
Which is disrespectful, you know what I mean?
There's a lot of stories of that actually coming out in the news, and you know Kobe Bryant was one of them. You hear about that?
I've heard, so I didn't know if it was correct.
They were taking pictures of
With his remains?
his remains and showing people at bars and stuff.
That's fucked up.
It's terrible.
Jesus.
Their clothes.
Folded.
What?
Interesting. Mass suicide, maybe? I doubt it. But
Still touch the skin.
arm just snapped right off. Come on,
Wilson!
Well,
What the? What?
Wasn't expecting that. I was not expecting that.
Oh my god!
It's like some zombie stuff.
Ew.
Because there's no way you could be alive that
No.
frozen. So it's not somebody screaming for help.
What
No.
the heck?
I didn't see
It
the.
depends how long they've been there.
Yeah, I mean, there's people under ice for an hour that live. Like, no air.
No way. That's dude.
How soon can we talk to him?
Definitely not today. He's in an induced coma.
It sounds like he's still alive.
Kind of in a weird shape unless you want us to break them apart. Over.
Oh, I don't break anything.
Just let him thaw out.
The heart?
That's not an emoji, Hayden. Try again.
Merry Christmas, kids. Class dismissed.
Hey, no, guys. Class is not dismissed. I assure you, class is not dismissed. Where are you going? I'm
He's like the guy. He's like the teacher of Rick and Morty. He just wants to teach. He just wants to teach, baby.
Mr. Goldenfold?
You golden, yeah.
I told you to stay away. I work here.
Oh, come on, Bryce. I'm not here for that. I need you to explain to me what Salal Station does.
Why don't I just go out there and talk to London and the rest of them?
That's not going to be possible.
Jeez.
Tell me about Salal.
So,
often? Travis? No.
Like that.
Death
Looks
didn't
cozy.
change him. The fucker only comes when he wants something.
Interesting.
Did he say goodbye? Before he went into the ice, yes. He knew he was dying. He didn't want the leukemia to take him.
fuck that.
He brought me croissants. Fucking croissants.
I love a good croissant.
He made them himself. We ate them. He sang a little. He fucked a little. He didn't say much.
Wasn't her son?
I guess.
Let's hope not.
We hope not.
He talked so much all those years he came to me. Then he left.
And then I found him.
One last gift from Travis Cole. I've got to meet you.
I don't know what the significance of that is.
Oh my gosh.
Marty was like, Russ said that his father had some strange ideas.
But I know people who are born with it. And then, of course, there's Ennis. It happens around here all the time. And Ennis is where the fabric of all things
This is some
is
DB
coming
talk.
apart at the seams.
Yeah,
She hasn't even smoked it yet, though.
I know.
she probably just smoked before she got
Years of
there.
experience.
How do you stay okay?
The thing about the dead is that some of them come and visit because they miss you. Some come because they need to tell you something that you need to hear. And some of them just want to take you with them.
That's gonna be me when I die. Just want to take you guys too.
What do you think happened to them?
That's what we're trying to figure out.
They were madmen. Very reclusive. They didn't come into town and received no visitors. Other stations rotate crews, but not so all. No one comes in, no one goes out. They spent decades trying to sequence the DNA of an extinct microorganism that potentially could stop cellular decay.
Oh,
I mean, try it in English.
that's what I'm saying.
If you want English, you should have.
Fucked.
Yeah, fuck the English teacher.
It wasn't my type. Neither were you. But, you know, desperate times. So what were you saying?
The work they were doing could end up curing cancer, autoimmune diseases, genetic disorders. Just an absolute fucking game changer. Ice coring for that type of microorganism is extremely difficult. You know, drills break, posits run dry.
You can hear you Stanford out there, Zach. He won't hit that mark.
Chick.
Yeah.
The permafrost is too hard, and it damages chromosomal material upon extraction, so it was never going to work. Like never.
Yeah, but there's things that are thawing from that region that have like anthrax and stuff. So it just needs thawed, right? I don't know.
It's pretty deep, maybe.
Okay.
Like, I don't know.
She says my dead mother is calling her.
What the heck?
I brought her to Ennis last year to keep her close, but
Don't confuse the spirit world with mental health issues. Sounds to me like she needs treatment.
doesn't even want to talk about it. She went to a place in Nevada 4 years ago and they medicated the shit out of her. She fucking hated it.
Yeah, it would suck though too, you know?
We're here to find help and all they want to do is fucking drug you up.
Yeah, that's what me and Zach are trying to avoid.
Maybe I should smoke weed and talk to the
Did
dude.
you see that thing on his forehead?
She's gonna show us something.
I've seen that before. Years ago.
Where did she see it?
It's old, Missy. Older than Ennis. It's older than the ice, probably.
It's really cool, but it's like
Love that
it's like
shit.
the answer you'd say when you don't know.
Yeah. But if you're old, you get and you look like that, you can say that shit, dude.
How you holding up?
It's Doctor Who. It's a guy.
Don't worry, I'm moving it out to Anchorage. You don't have to do a thing.
Oh, great. That is Chief Danvers' specialty.
You know what? The families need to be notified. Hank, can you get Chief Danvers?
No.
No?
No, you're not taking my case away from me, Captain Connolly, sir.
Stop. You don't want this case. I know you. What's that thing you say? Shit bowl? This is a shit bowl.
That's my shit bowl.
You're doing it just to fuck with me, aren't you, Lizzie?
I thought he was British.
You appointed me to Ennis. You gave me this nice office in this lovely ex-dental building so that I could handle the unique issues that arise in an isolated community.
Those bodies are going to Anchorage. Hank, get the guys to rig the chopper. We're flying the bodies.
Section 9, Chapter 4. Frozen bodies are not to be manipulated until properly thawed at a constant temperature of 38 degrees, or the forensic results will be compromised and useless in court.
Where are you even going to put him, Chief Danvers?
Gonna clear it out. That's what New York is doing in the schools.
Bunch of assholes.
Did you see me play?
No. Did you see the manager?
Here she goes.
Janet, what's up?
Ma'am?
How's Pete?
Good.
His name is Hank.
I need to get that son of yours to do some private
Hank's
skating
short.
coaching for my boy.
Yeah. Hank, Hiram, Henry. I don't fucking know.
Young dad,
I'll try and talk some sense into it.
I'm counting on you.
Maybe you just told her, I don't remember my real fucking name.
Kate. Liz.
Oh.
There's Kate. You wouldn't come
And he's
talk to me
buddy-buddy with
unless
her,
this was
so.
Is this about those poor scientists?
Yep. They're frozen into a giant block of flesh as we speak.
Christ.
We need some place to thaw the bodies. It's big enough, the right temp, and since the mine owns the rink, and the rink fits the bill.
I'm doing this because I love this town.
Oh yeah, of course.
Maybe it's residual fucking bitterness from the Ann Kotak case or some shit. Yep.
You see the ties of the
Beach
thing.
Boys, very good American music. Never touch a black man's radio. Rush Hour.
You can see the references to the thing because they find it frozen in the fucking ice.
Oh. You damaged the soft tissue.
Jeez.
Good.
Jesus, only a little concerning. Oh.
Yeah, you think they would have warned her what was about to happen?
I think they probably did.
She wanted to see.
So was there someone?
That fucking bitch. Trooper Navarro?
She got her fired, didn't she?
That's teeth marks. I think they bit their own hands.
What the fuck?
Hey, get out of here.
Well, I just wanted to tell you.
Now, go!
Fine. I'm gonna be at your place, all right?
Okay.
All right. Let's have a little dig around the autopsy files in the area.
So they're friends, I guess.
Similar injuries, the burnt eyeballs, the busted ears, self-inflicted bite wounds.
Yeah.
Not mad.
See with the ring?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's Russian. They wear it on the right hand. How many did you count?
Didn't know that, did you?
5 heads. Why are they climbing on top of each other? It's like there was something chasing them.
There's no Yetis. Hypothermia can cause a delirium. They panic, they freeze, and voila, corpsicle. Hey, we still got
Corpsicle.
That mine bitch hates you even more than she hates me.
I might have dated her husband.
Before or after the divorce.
What do you want?
This tattoo was on Annie's body.
So?
It was on the forehead of one of your guys.
So what?
So what? It's the same case.
I'm not working with you again, ever.
You think I want to work with you?
I do, actually. Yeah.
Take a look in the mirror, Liz. No one can stand you. Except for that poor kid Pryor. But you'll be breaking his heart real soon.
Go on. Fuck off.
You know where to find me.
She's like a blend of. It's great that they're not carbon copies of Russ and Marty. Because she's like Russ, like no one likes her, but she's kind of.
He just unlocked his phone.
With his face.
That one fucking work.
No,
I'm like half asleep, it won't work, dude.
Exactly. I got my headset on at work and it won't work.
Hey, Ryan. Got a sec?
Ryan.
Sure.
That motherfucker's dirty.
He looks like it.
I don't think I ever saw him.
You sure?
Yeah. I don't know. If she was seeing him, she never introduced him.
Hey, can I talk to you?
Chuck, come on.
No, she's bringing up all that shit.
You understand I'm trying to find who killed his sister, right? You know this man?
No, never seen him.
SpongeBob man, get him!
Oh, chasing him around.
Hey, kids, don't drink the same water! You mighty people are poisoning your own kids! Taking them. We're sick and tired of you pretending you don't see it!
We fucking feed your kids!
Come on.
Fucking moron!
Fuck.
Hey!
Fuck you all. Fuck it.
Fucker didn't even pay his tab.
Wasn't someone FaceTiming someone in the beginning?
No, he was recording his sandwich.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if he was FaceTiming somebody
Live
with it or if he
streaming or
was like
something.
doing it. Yeah.
Like a TikTok or
Something
something.
like what you do here.
Okay. Yeah.
We know that hypothermia can cause delirium and irrational behavior. Drop everything. Run out there in the first place. Why?
Gas leak.
No. No gas at the station. It's all electric.
Then what?
I don't know, kid. Start asking questions.
Polar bear. The doors don't lock, right? To avoid accidents.
Okay.
It comes in. The men panic. They run out.
And they undress. Why?
Paradoxical undressing. People with severe hypothermia, they feel hot, they undress.
You've been studying.
Nice. That was like that's it now.
No.
Who drew the sign on Lynn's forehead?
Wrong question.
When was it drawn?
Was it before they ran out, or was it after?
If it's before, it could be a prank or a game.
It was after?
And someone was out there on the ice with them. No one stops to draw on their own forehead while they're freezing to death. Maybe they weren't fully dressed when they ran out.
What's the question?
Why weren't they fully dressed?
No. Ask again.
How scared do you have to be to run out in the ice without any shoes?
Ooh.
Yeah.
So maybe the killer folded them.
A killer.
It doesn't make any sense.
No, it does. I just not seeing it. Not asking the right questions.
I love it.
Yeah, it's good.
Well, the idea that the answers are there. You just we don't know what they are.
No, that's the 17th.
All right,
That's the
sandwich
thing.
guy.
She's awake.
I mean, when you see that, what the fuck do you say?
Bad water in the village has nothing to do with illegal spirits.
The water thing's getting bad, huh?
The whole thing went to shit last week. It turned black in some homes.
Ew.
I mean, if that's true, then yeah, get that out of there.
Pancakes. Hey! Cut it out.
One of these days, those dogs are gonna eat you.
Nah. Me and this girl, we go way back. I'm gorgeous. She thinks she's real tough, you know. You come close, she snaps at you, but deep down, she's a softie. She just needs a little love and affection. And then she's gonna melt.
For fuck's sakes, Kavik. Cut it out.
Will I see you tonight?
Nope, busy.
Nope, busy.
Wait, I still need my toothbrush.
Love Quavic.
Midwife, right?
Oh.
Interesting. What is that, a cult sign?
They were weirdos, all right?
Very quiet boys, played video games, but they were all very obsessed with their work. Dr. Lund once screamed at me for moving his notebooks.
They never spoke to us. We're just the cleaning ladies.
I don't think the guy was right. I saw him hanging out, all natural, skinny ass, just hanging out.
He would be locked in his room. We couldn't go clean in there. He wouldn't come out. I heard him crying.
What did the other men do when he was acting off?
They just ignored him.
You saw somebody at the station.
No, I didn't see no one. Nope.
Bill, come on, this is serious. If you saw someone,
This
you gotta
is
tell me.
Ennis, man. Yeah, you see people sometimes. Know what I mean?
The dead.
Jesus, Pete, you grew up here. You know this. It's a long fucking night. Even the dead get bored. Clark had that thing.
Had it?
He had it tattooed on his chest.
Okay.
Here we go.
Come on.
Oh, okay.
I'm cool. Dumb and Dumber. You want me to drive?
She just launched out the window. Damn.
You bought my cousin's trailer. A golden eagle from the fucking 90s.
Okay.
But my cousin made this idiot shell out 10 grand. Guy paid in cash, right there.
Huh.
Boom.
Write the description of the trailer and your cousin's name. Why didn't you tell me when I asked?
Because I don't like you, man.
Why does everybody hate her? She must be onto something for people not to like
Because you
her.
didn't like Annie, isn't it?
Yeah, she was the one who was obsessed with Annie's case and
You're
pissing
okay
off the
with what
miners.
happened to her.
Ah.
Yep.
Exactly. See, most people like a detective that's relentless and wants to get to the bottom of things. And
Unless they're hiding something.
Unless they're hiding
Yeah.
something.
Right.
And that's why I don't understand why the chief doesn't like her, though. Like, why does the chief not want her to be relentless and go after the truth?
I was shared many happy times.
I've still got a little cash left. I'll send you some more for your mother's medication.
Oh, jeez.
He's being scammed.
All right.
All right.
Oh.
So the NGO that funds the station, right? If you follow the taxes, you can trace it back to a shell company called NC Global Strategies, which in turn belongs to Tuttle United.
Tuttle.
Yep.
He's the fucking...
Yep, that's the family. If that's the only connections we get, I still love it. Do you remember Tuttle? Season 1.
Absolute piece of shit.
Yeah.
What did Navarro do to you?
You worried you're gonna fuck up too? Go watch the corpsicle. I'm gonna go pick up Lee at your place and I'm going back to work.
Nah, I gotta go home. I can't. I promised I'd put Darwin to bed. Kayla will kill me.
You're not going home tonight. What'd I just say?
You're gonna fucking ruin his family life.
Yeah, you know.
It's, dude.
Which I've heard that's how a lot of times that goes.
Yeah, it's like when you're a cop, it's
Divorce rate's much higher with them.
nature of the beast.
You said you were giving Darwin a bath tonight. No, he wants you doing it, not me. I don't know what you want me to tell you. Yeah, that's what you said last time. So you taking my man again tonight?
I'm doing you a big favor. Pretty soon you're gonna get sick of having the husband around.
Thanks, but you can save your favors for your family. She's in the kitchen with my grandma.
Damn, abrasive.
Alice, Leo wanted to see what Cockney'd look like on her beautiful face.
Hey, wash it off.
No, it's just marker. It'll come right off.
Go get in the car. Go.
Oh.
You don't get to doodle on my kid's face.
She's 17, and she wants to understand her heritage.
What, so she can be a night nurse like you? Yeah. Don't give me that, laundromat grandma.
You need to leave my house.
Jeez.
Now.
That's brutal, man.
She was a little abrasive there.
Which one are you talking about?
The police chief.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way I took it too. I mean,
Yeah, that was a little.
you gotta be.
Well, she came in there, like, the kind of shit she was saying. You've already made the man stay out. You're like, oh, I'm doing you a favor.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful with the cultural stuff too.
I'm not going back into a hospital. Those pills.
Looks like the Outer Banks. You got the Coke out on the island.
Okay.
Addictions
fucking
and
expensive there.
other issues, okay? I think.
Yeah, I got a buddy I graduated high school with that he lives in Alaska, and that's what he is. He's a private pilot that flies stuff in.
Hell.
I think she's better looking than her.
I just think that.
You do it. I'm in bed.
It wouldn't work.
This shit right here is what would burn my ass.
Well, the idea that, like...
I mean, of course, we started out on the right foot with the porn, you know, and now...
I never snuck out of the house.
Shut up. I never had to.
I never had to either.
Nobody's keeping tabs.
Yeah. I guess they have a white Christmas.
All the time.
You did it. Oh, it was temporary. You like it? I love it.
Think your mom's gonna find out?
That's irritating, isn't it?
What's the entertainment center?
It's probably like already left the center, maybe, you know?
Oh, yeah, that fucks up the whole...
They just go really left the center.
Can't do that.
Then you gotta move the furniture.
Let's go buy an extension cord.
Oh, there it is. I see you. He's so cute. Oh no. Oh.
You don't go into my house to steal. You know better. Look at me. Even your mother didn't steal from us when she left. You have a family, and she's not it. Blood is blood, Peter. Remember that.
Damn. So if he's that serious about that box, then something's going on.
Whole town's a part of it. They're all covering it up.
It can't be that.
Yeah, probably.
Fuck me with the bodies when you come to actually fuck me.
No, you want to or not? Yeah.
Please don't show it. Oh god, here we go.
I thought she was behind him, pegging him. No! Doctor Who!
I don't think I can act like this.
See that man come out of a big blue TARDIS. It's all different.
Why are you so hell-bent?
I don't like this angle.
I'm keeping it.
I know, it's...
It's really fucking with me.
Oh, I just don't want it to turn into a fucking disaster for no reason. Weird circumstances, dead bodies. Come on, let's run it out of Anchorage.
No. I'm gonna keep control of it. I gotta control it.
Well, I don't think you can.
Well, I can.
You can't.
Now you just invigorated her even more.
Well, that's the last time.
That might really be the last time after you said that.
That's what she's saying in her head.
You want to get him mad sometimes, though.
His tattoo is on his chest. It's a spiral. I can send it to you right now if you want.
No need. I have it right here. He cried a little when I finished. Not because it hurt, you know. Just sentimental, maybe.
Was he alone?
He was alone, yeah.
Did he tell you what it meant, the tattoo?
That I don't remember.
Right over his heart.
And here's one showing the model for the work.
Lady? Hello?
It was like in half a second.
What did she see?
We took this photo to a studio in Fairbanks. He got the same tattoo as her.
Okay.
That was Annie's tongue at Salal.
How old was that tongue?
Unusual cellular damage.
Probably 6 years old.
Maybe she's the one that woke up.
Yeah, she's awake.
And now it matters because it's a bunch of white men?
You want in, or you just want to go fuck yourself?
I love her funny ass looks. Like,
Listen, the Wheeler thing was...
Shut up.
No, we did exactly what we
No,
needed
we're not
to do.
doing that. We're just doing this one thing. We're gonna crack it, close your case, I close my case, and then that's it for the two of us.
All right.
because she's got that perfect RBF. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh.
Hi. Jesus Christ, Leo. Fuck. Temporary?
Yeah.
Oh, they look cool.
So, Liz make you stay and watch them in case they wake up? What happened to you? Fuck, Pryor.
His dad smacked the shit out of him.
Say you fell down.
He's an animal.
Yeah, well, he was raised by an animal to
How'd
be
you
an
know?
animal, so
Doesn't matter. We're friends. The same shit, and you managed to be nice. Fucking dork.
I like that guy. He's
a dork? Really, a dork? Yeah. You're a dork.
just a small town, you know?
You know, my dad and Liz used to dance to this all the time.
What?
Yeah.
Nah.
Mm-hmm.
No way.
My dad was like a stoner, a wannabe artist, and he was so chill, and they used
For her, she
to
actually
love
looked
to dance.
happy.
I'm pretty sure that Liz smoked weed too.
No.
Mm-hmm.
You know Hank was a musician? He played the guitar
No.
in a band.
No.
Yeah.
Well, was he any good?
I've actually never heard him play. My mom said he wasn't good enough to have a career, but she kind of felt he wasn't.
Good enough. Period.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah. That sticks with you, doesn't it? Not being good enough.
What the?
He's thawing. I don't know anything happened to this man. Okay.
Oh, she did show up. That scared the crap out of you.
Soapy candle that fucking bathtub.
Gee, you said you weren't coming.
Hey, Cobbett.
She got enjoyment out of that.
Wanna fuck?
Jump out of the bath.
Oh, you jerked off.
Yeah, that'd suck.
What kind of porn are you watching?
Can we just, like, watch a movie and
Dude, come on.
get out? I'm getting dressed.
Dude, it'll take 20 minutes to get it going again. And it'll
Takes
be
me
okay.
longer than 20.
If you didn't have anything, she wouldn't want you, so you have it all.
Yeah, I mean, I know everything about Annie, every single detail. I kept it a secret.
Why?
Aren't some great pancakes just great? Gosh. We should make some tonight. Write it down.
Pancakes are amazing.
They are.
Never get to eat them though.
The right question is how? That's why he got the trailer, to keep it a secret.
Keep it.
Fuck.
Keep what's it?
Yes,
what a secret?
where
Your
do you
relationship.
keep a trailer to fucking secret?
I know a guy did that.
Oh.
The Nook.
The Nook. Hey, folks at the Nook, you guys. Oh.
Dude, eat the pancakes.
Darn, the pancake.
Don't disappoint that man.
Golden Eagle.
Face, eyes. Oh, he's going crazy.
Oh God, never sleep.
You have to see this.
What is it?
Fucking Zach, I used to live in a place that looked exactly like this.
Yeah.
Not too bad.
String things and everything.
Response? Yeah, animal. What the? Seal. Caribou.
Oh no. Oh my god.
My spirit animal showed me in a dream. Remember?
Like a little voodoo doll or something.
Huh.
Holy fuck.
Wait.
That's creepy.
What the? That's too much.
Danvers.
Chief, we have a problem.
End of the episode.
Not yet.
What is that noise?
Thank God it's at the end. We have a problem.
They're waking up.
No.
No.
There's only 6 of them. See?
Thought that was a big ass dick was his foot. I was like, damn.
Clark?
Emerson?
Clark's not here.
Clark.
Clark! Where's Clark?
Maybe you guys separated.
What the heck?
No,
No.
he didn't. He's alive. He's out there.
Great camera work.
Oh my goodness.
That was our reaction. That's it. Good night.
Okay.
Next time.
I've never heard of an Anchorage except from Star Wars.
Anchorage.
Anchorage is Anchorage, Alaska.
It is a major city. It's like one of the biggest.
It's like right up there with Fairbanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know. I'm an idiot now. Don't know my geography very well.
I mean, I've only heard it. I don't
Okay.
know it because I've known people that have gone up there.
Everybody that I know that has lived in Alaska has absolutely loved it. Like that I've talked to is like it's the most beautiful place.
Well, see, I have people that I work with. They know people that work up there now.
I really liked the first episode, and I like this one more.
I liked it more too.
This one was,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, there's more
It
fat to
unpacked
chew.
a lot. Mm-hmm.
Well,
in
it's
this episode.
yeah. I mean, it's juggling, and it's not doing a bad job, but it's juggling a few different kind of characters and stories. So Zach and I and Joy, we had this moment, Jamie, and I want to admit I saw a comment where some guy actually theorized this, but Travis Cole is the father of Rust Cole from season 1.
Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey's character.
Okay, I mean I know Matthew McConaughey was in the first season, so okay.
And I mean, he's just an insanely interesting character. And that kind of fits the bill when you see his dad, I guess.
Well, we don't know a lot about his dad yet. You
No,
saw
like-
a crazy version of him that the medium saw.
Yeah.
And then you just know he was a pot smoking dude that stopped in to sleep with this woman.
Yeah.
Over a course of, what was it, 15 years or something like that?
Yeah.
So we don't know a lot about him. Really.
He taught Russ how to track, too. Yeah.
Oh.
'Cause
Oh,
it's
well,
about hunting.
yeah. If you
He's,
get
I'm,
back
I'm,
based
he's,
off of that.
he's like, I'm going to talk about sitting in a stand and waiting for a deer to sniff your gash, but I'm talking about tracking.
Mhm.
Jesus, you're a prick. So his dad had a lot of skills.
Mhm.
And the idea that death didn't change him, like, you know, it sounded like he was always kind of gone or weird or something like that.
Make croissants.
Never made him, but
No, he made croissants.
Yeah, he made croissants. Yeah.
if you made him, I'd like to try him.
And then
I do
he
like
made croissants and then he walked out into the ice.
Yeah. He didn't want leukemia to get him.
Yeah, I mean, that's admirable. I mean, you think about a lot of the ways people have to live and go in this country.
Yeah.
We have the #1 cancer rate in the world, don't we?
The U.S. is, yeah.
Mhm.
Spoilers for Jamie, but he has that little thing at the end where he's talking about that particular girl in his life, and he's talking about his father and how he saw them, and he could see them. You know, it's almost like a connective tissue a little bit.
Yeah, I just felt like still I've not seen anything to convince me. I mean, I know it's we're being sold Rose as a medium. You know, she sees the dead, and it's a common theme here now because we know the snack vendor saw someone. It's like, you know how it is. You grew up here.
Yeah,
People
it's
are
almost
gone
like
sometimes.
it's like this urban legend from the town that has taken hold, and now there's like this mass hysteria where
Wonder if
everyone has that. Oh, you know, it's the town.
Shane,
You know.
honey, sorry. I just realized I saw this earlier. You got like black ink from that pen, like all over your
Yeah, all over
your
yourself.
face.
Whatever.
I wonder if that town's built on like sandstone or something. Don't they say like sandstone is known for like paranormal activity?
I don't know, but I just know you don't want to build on sand because of the Bible.
Sandstone.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you have, and it's a common folklore, especially around here since we grew up around it with the Native American burial grounds.
Yeah.
The mounds.
They're all over the place here.
That they say, you know, well, it's an old Indian legend. Like,
And I'm
I mean,
pretty sure your house is built on a mound. An old mound, yeah.
Mine?
Your parents' house.
It may be. It may be.
I mean, it's a flat street and then there's a mound.
Yeah, it's definitely like two houses right next to each other and like
Yeah.
perfect mound.
They
yeah.
were because we demolished most of them around here.
Yeah.
Lumber graves, and we just fucking
That's why the house is falling apart.
Dumped in the river. Yeah, you're getting cursed by some Native American who lived there. Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say, the dead, they were found with their eardrums blown out, their eyes bleeding.
Oh yeah, we're talking about the guy screaming.
So like,
yep, that was awful.
The guy screaming.
So, what causes ruptured eardrums? What causes decrease in pressure? Like what type of things? Like explosions, right?
It kind of reminds me.
But they didn't look like they were victims.
They didn't look like they were. That's what I was gonna say. Is
It kind of reminds me of I don't know the particulars. I don't remember the details. I know it happened in Russia. But they were hikers or something like that. They were out in the fucking wilderness in Russia, and like overnight something like appeared, and like they were all in their tents. They all fucking went mad. You can see where they all tore themselves out of their tents.
I saw that. I actually saw a video on that, and they were trying to solve it for a while.
Yeah.
And like whatever it was got them out of their tents, and then after that they succumbed to the cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was
something like
it actually was a research
scared them
team
so
too.
bad that they tore their way out of their tents.
Yeah, and then the tent was ruined out of that.
But their ears weren't blown out in their eyes.
I don't know. I think they were in pretty horrible shape
by
the time they were found.
Well, it's disturbing imagery, and I was looking up some stuff on the first season. I didn't know this, but the Yellow King Lovecraft, he actually lifted, like I think by his own admission, stuff from the book it's The King in Yellow. The account of Nick Pizzolatto. I guess the book wasn't that great, but it had just really cool ideas about that stuff. So yeah, some of that stuff.
It's not a good book, but it had good ideas.
Yeah. Well, I guess I don't know. I don't know anything about it except obviously True Detective season 1. But the idea of something living outside of time and this cosmological horror.
Yeah, like they're talking about the marking.
Yeah.
Rose is talking about it's old.
Yeah, maybe older than
and it's older than the ice.
Yeah. Like hinting that it's something that it's beyond us.
It's like primordial.
It's not a human design. It is something out there. Rose Agano, she's a great character.
Yeah,
she's cool.
I like that actress.
I like the actress quite a bit too. And just I loved her stuff talking about like my favorite character in fiction. You know what I mean?
She's come a long way since Harry Potter.
She definitely has. You know what I mean? Being the spiteful bitch she was on there.
I know. It's
horrible,
prune-faced woman.
Anything particular, Joy, stood out to you in your notes?
No, I just was definitely freaked out by the arm whenever they broke it off and the guy started I thought it was one of the weird sounds going on in the town. Then I realized it was a guy screaming. I was like, what?
Yeah, and evidently he's still alive because they said they were rushing him into surgery.
Yeah.
And
he's in a coma right now.
Yeah, he's in a coma, induced coma. And I just don't know how somebody could survive that. I guess maybe they're not out there as long as we thought. I can't remember how long they were missing in the first episode, how long they said they were missing. But, dude, I mean...
Well, she said that the sandwich or whatever, there was like 3 days.
Yeah.
So could you survive out in the cold for 3 days like that?
I don't know. I mean, I guarantee if we look, there would be people who have. You know what I mean? Like, I remember...
I don't think that it'd be completely baseless.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a stretch.
Yeah, it's a stretch. Like, there's this guy I was watching 911 Emergency. He was underwater, frozen for like 18 hours. Underwater.
Jeez, there must have been an air pocket.
No, it's just his vitals slow down, and somehow he didn't. People on the Titanic, they succumb to the water like an hour. It just happens sometimes. I mean, most of the time that's what happens. Right. Sometimes freak things happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's just a freak thing.
Yeah, Jack went pretty quick.
Yeah, he did. There's room on there. Yeah. There's definitely room on there for him.
Caltech and Clark were lovers.
Yep.
Presumably.
Yeah, he bought a little trailer, a little camper, and put him down there.
Matching tattoos and I got a little fuck shack.
And Clark is missing.
I don't want to say it that way because it seems like things have taken quite a dark turn. But that shack didn't look like a fuck shack. It looked like a goddamn
a sacrifice animal type shack.
Yep.
Like
a
voodoo dolls.
Shit. It's
had some.
The full size voodoo doll
caribou.
too.
Yeah, they did. And they had the strings everywhere.
Yeah.
How could you move around in that?
Carefully.
The only place it looked like you could sit was at the table where all the bones were, and then they had strings everywhere else.
The caribou.
And then you couldn't even get to the bed.
Yeah.
And
so
I don't know where the hell that's going.
Ann Kodak or whatever, she was protesting the mines.
She was an activist.
Yeah, she was an activist protesting the mines.
Yep.
She was presumably maybe big on her culture. We saw the drawing in the first episode of the little kid with the blood in the eyes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wonder what's
that Darwin had.
Derail your talk here, but with the police chief or whatever she is, her position, but Danvers' stepdaughter with getting the markings and her flipping her shit.
Yeah,
that was pretty rough.
Yeah, is there a reason for that though?
That's what I'm wondering. Like, is it what happened to her ex and the boy? Like maybe something terrible
Assumingly
happened to
they
them.
died. Yeah. What if they got killed by a polar bear?
Yeah. So
something.
and you look at like, is it because of how fast things are moving with her stepdaughter right now, and like she's shooting pornos and running out in the middle of the night, and now she's getting these markings.
Tribal tattoos.
So is it all just like snowballing for her?
Yeah, because
Or
usually
does it have to do with anything like she just hates the culture?
Usually you want your kids to embrace their culture, so that's kind of weird.
Yeah, she married someone from the culture.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I don't know. It's also one of those.
Amiss there.
Well, think about about that type of thing, though. You know what I mean? And you have this incredible affection for something, you lose it, and then you want to reject it when you see it in other places.
Yeah, I've been there.
I have to wonder too. Yeah, I mean, for one, she knows it's not permanent. I mean, she was definitely pretty fucking extreme with how she handled the circumstances.
Yeah, because that old lady, she just,
Laundromat
just some old ass.
Started cussing at her native tongue.
Fucking
Did you hear that?
laundromat grandma.
Did you hear her? Started
Like,
cussing
that
at her
was
native
just so-
tongue, babe.
Yeah.
She started cursing at her.
Just throwing shade at her.
Yeah.
Like, I think you could just wait till you get in the car and say, by the way, wash that shit off. I don't want to be rude. You know? But that's all. I don't know. It's also, I think, what makes her interesting a little bit too.
Well, she's a very cutting person.
And I think it's such a small town. Everybody knows everybody, so there's not the typical boundaries. You know what I mean? Like everybody kind of knows everybody.
Yeah, she can just kind of walk into that house.
Yeah,
and
she just walked in.
Her kid is friends with the other.
Yeah.
With her protege.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I love the scene where they're going over the clues and she's like kind of like walking the kid like, no, ask.
Yep,
that's the wrong question.
That was great. Yeah.
And I imagine it's something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's just, I loved it. That was
great.
That was one.
Well, Navarro brings that up later, so that's what Danvers would say.
Yeah.
I've never seen that on the First 48 though. You know the First 48? You never heard of the TV show?
I heard
First
of it.
48?
She's real excited to tell us something we don't know.
I know, we're all like...
You never heard of that? You
You've never heard of the First 48 either?
Yeah.
So the First 48 is on TLC or A&E or something. I don't know. But it's a show. It's like a reality show where cameras follow detectives, mostly murder detectives.
Yeah.
And just go behind the scenes, kind of like what we saw on this TV show, but it's real.
Yeah.
And they're looking at different types of evidence and stuff like that. And it's been on for like 10, 15 years.
Never heard of it. Yeah.
It's a really good show, but they don't do that.
Okay.
First 48, like ask the questions and stuff like that. But
maybe you need to watch the show.
Yeah, you need to watch the show. Maybe they would solve more murders on First 48 if they actually watched.
They're not asking questions, just sitting around drinking coffee.
Yeah.
It's usually just a lot easier, guys.
One thing I think about is I think they probably do that stuff. They just don't say it out loud.
Right.
Their minds are already working like
Right.
that because that's why they're detectives.
Exactly.
They probably got to that point because they've already been proved they're competent.
Right, absolutely.
But as someone who doesn't know anything about that world, really, I thought it was great for a viewer.
Yeah,
it's telling a story.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, babe, because you took a lot of notes. Or you just
Well, I just taken names and the thing with Travis having leukemia and wanting to get out of it.
Yeah.
Just those things, and then and then the okay, let's see, Liz, and then the guy, her boss at the. You got more stuff on you.
Damn it.
You said that you felt like there was something going on. I didn't even think that at all.
Well, because I thought he's like, don't do that, you know what I mean? And she just kind of walk around. What the fuck I want to do?
He wasn't very forceful with
Right, he
her
doesn't
at
really
all.
go down on her in that way.
And I'm sure there are some laws, just because someone's below you, they might have jurisdiction for at least for a certain amount of time. You know what I mean?
So let me ask you all this: when she pulled out the polar bear, the stuffed animal from the box, and she was a little bit sentimental about it, do you all have anything like a stuffed animal, any item that when you see it, it makes you a little sad, makes you a little sentimental?
We were talking about this today. Remember you had Boba?
Bobo.
Bobo.
Yeah, my mom still has Bobo. It's just the stuffed animal that my grandma gave me.
Grandma Marge?
She gave it to me when I was 1 or 2 years old. I had it my whole life.
What is Bobo? What kind of stuffed animal?
He is it's a stuffed animal, like a polar bear.
Polar bear?
He's got a blue hat on. The blue knitted sweater.
Okay.
I've seen those designs for years after, where they're wearing red instead of blue.
Oh wow! So when you see that, it kind of makes you.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while, but my mom said he still got him. I think he's in a closet or something.
You take a picture of Bobo.
I love that thing, dude. I had stuffed animals in my bed until I moved out.
Yeah.
I used to talk to him. Yeah.
What about you, Zach? Anything?
I don't think I really kept much. Most of the stuff that I sit around and get sentimental about now is since my kids, I don't have them all the time.
Right.
So I see stuff of theirs that's around the house.
Yeah. I feel you. I feel you there. What?
It wasn't zoomed out all the way. So
Joy, you have anything that you?
Gosh, I'm trying to remember what I had when I was growing up. I think I just, had a Barbie or whatever.
So you don't have anything that you
Your parents are always moving on the run. You were never grounded.
See, here's the deal.
We never had
that anchor. That's why you had so much trouble in your life.
Your parents were probably normal. They probably got rid of things. My parents...
They weren't normal.
My parents never get rid of anything. My parents never get rid of anything. So
Shane's a hoarder, so he has all things.
In their house
such a sentimentalist.
I am. Certain things.
Yeah, well, me too, and evidently my parents, because they've kept everything. Like since I've been living there for a couple months, and I keep running into stuff that I had that I forgot existed when I was like little, like 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
And like the other day I went in the basement. My mom still has the high chair that Jared used to eat in when he was a baby. Yeah, and I was like, I just froze for a minute, like, and all these like kind of memories started rushing back. I'm like, wow. And like stuffed animals and stuff that should have been thrown away 30 years ago. Yeah, which I hate to think about when my parents pass away, but when they pass away, like I'm gonna have one hell of a job on my hands. Like it's gonna be like crazy.
Yeah.
It's gonna be depressing.
So that was his little, her son's little bear.
Yeah, that was her son, and it's weird what a show can do. It's probably because we got kids, but when you see something like that, just like her remembering that, it just kind of was it just fucking sad.
Like seeing her like happy and like dancing with her husband.
Yeah, something terrible happened.
Something terrible happened.
It might be right. She's a prick now. That's kind of what happens to people.
And just being a cop and seeing everything that she's probably seen over the years doesn't help either.
Yeah. One of the NGOs, and this is also Tuttle.
Yeah.
Tuttle United. So I think we can talk about it because I don't think you're going to fucking remember.
I probably won't remember. I don't remember what happened 5 minutes ago. I didn't remember the paperwork that you asked me to have print out.
Yeah.
Just drove off.
Tuttle was a real piece of shit from the first season. He was actually, wasn't he a reverend?
Yeah, well, he was, and he had a brother on the force, and that guy, the Yellow King, he was also in that family.
Okay.
So the whole family
was all fucked up.
They were all fucked up. They had a ton of children because remember the maid, the black lady they go see in the second to last episode, she was going Carcosa. She was talking about Carcosa, which that was a thing in the King in Yellow. Like it exists outside of time and place. I don't know why you go there, but
you will find out what it is.
But they believe that they're like when they molest these children, they're getting something in exchange for it, and they're rising higher in their loop to get there. Like it's a spiritual thing to do.
So it's like what do you call the rites of passage and initiation, kind of like the shit that the Freemasons do. I don't know about Freemasons going around molesting people, but I mean, like they have Masonic rites.
Okay, yeah. But to them, it's like a spiritual thing. It's not like a reluctant thing. Ugh. It's It's not like So that organization is funding the research center. Like, why?
Well, they talked about how it's supposed to.
How's it going to further their cause?
Microorganisms that they are studying there, aren't they supposed to stop cellular degradation?
Yeah.
So maybe it has something to do with eternal life and
live forever. Yeah.
The point of Palpatine trying to
ice coring microorganisms.
What?
That's what I wrote down. Ice coring.
They're drilling.
Sorry, I never heard of ice.
But I guess it's a hard process because the chromosomes they fuck up. I guess.
Something to do with the thaw or with I don't know, exposure or with
what if that piece of shit reverend he's gonna be like Zero in Metal Gear Solid 4, like he's gonna be
just barely hanging on.
Yeah,
God, it could be.
Wouldn't that be crazy?
Fucking oxygen tubes.
Yeah.
What's the time frame between the first season and this season?
It's probably pretty close.
Yeah, the first season it covered 17 years from 94, 2002, and 2012. And then what?
94, like it came out in 1994.
No, like
but that's when it was set. That's when it's set. Yeah. Okay, and this one
there's 3 timelines.
This one's probably present day.
Yeah, I think it's present day. Because I was also trying to figure out like Rust. He was 2012. He's supposed to be in his late 40s or early 50s. They're kind of smart not to pin it down. In season 1, they're supposed to be in their late 20s, and they look a little older than that. Yeah. So I'm trying to think like Travis's dad. I mean, I wonder when he passed away. It could have been years ago.
Yeah.
But at one point in the show, he has to go back to Alaska. But I think he does, or if that was just an excuse because he infiltrated the biker gang. I can't remember.
Biker
I haven't
gang.
watched it in so long. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
but he does go there for years until he comes back because to solve the case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I was thinking about that the facility and how they said that those people were weird. That one guy said the people that were weird.
Yeah, madmen.
And you know, it's I kind of imagine it like when you're in college or you're anywhere that's kind of like, for lack of a better word, like a fraternity.
Mm-hmm.
Things can get weird because you get so close to the people you live with. Like, I just wonder what's going on in that facility, you know what I mean? Because they lived there for years together. It was almost like they were family. Like, wonder what the heck they were doing.
One
man.
asshole was still making sandwiches. I mean,
Yeah, well, yeah, but they were half naked. Like, everybody's running out naked. Like,
Well, one guy
presumably.
was naked.
Yeah.
It only talks about the one guy being the guy that walked around naked
Clark.
and losing his shit.
Yeah, and he actually had a lover from the outside.
And he was obviously into some weird shit.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were
beyond that.
if they all were.
Yeah.
But it is when you come so close, you just get this mindset, oh, that's just how John is. Oh, John just, he's kind of weird. You know what I mean? That's probably why they ignored it, just because. What? Because, you know, they lived together so long. It's
I
just.
walk around naked talking to myself. Thank you.
Oh, no, you don't?
No, I don't.
Thank God.
I just think you talk to yourself.
Well, we walk around naked, but, you know, who hasn't?
But we might find out some really weird stuff was going on in there.
Yeah.
Was Clark the guy who was, remember in the first episode where he's like, she's away?
Yeah, that's
That was
Clark.
Clark?
That's
Okay.
Clark with the
Okay.
tattoo.
Okay.
Got the same tattoo with Ann Kodak.
Yep.
Who was protesting the mines?
Damn.
Is there a connection between her? I mean, I think I'm not sure if she got killed because she was protesting.
But now Clark's missing. She's alive. Are they together somewhere now?
Oh, wait, she's not
No,
alive.
Ann's dead.
Ann's
She
dead.
died 6 years ago.
They found
her
the body.
tongue?
But then they said she's alive. Who's alive?
We don't know who's alive.
Well,
It might be.
she's awake. You know what I think?
It might be
They also-
her.
It's not her.
I think she was frozen.
No.
Dude.
She was stabbed.
Now she's alive.
She died because she was stabbed.
Dude, but
Yeah,
they were
they found her
doing.
body.
They were.
Yeah.
What were they doing at that facility? Did they say they were trying to regenerate
Well, they
Cells.
cells?
some of those guys just graduate. You know, some guys just went there probably after
It's
grad
Anne.
school.
She's coming for vengeance. It's Anne.
Dude.
And
It is.
And they're
Watch
together.
Me right.
okay, I bet you $50.
You gotta wear that suit if you lose.
What suit?
And you gotta do the I'm wrong song.
It won't be the same on
if
her.
You're gonna take the bet.
What suit?
Oh yeah.
There's a suit up there
I'm the only idiot that's been in
from
that
Gravity
shit.
Falls.
In 3 years of us reacting together, I'm the only idiot
Yeah.
that's ever
If
been.
we're gonna feel this strongly about it,
Out
you're
of-
gonna take the bet.
Out
You
of
gotta- if you lose-
1,500 videos, maybe more than that, I don't know. That's been in that suit, and
You
that's
don't
me.
want to make the bet. It's
Yeah,
probably
you
gonna
don't
do it.
guarantee. Don't be
I think
coming in here in your second video.
Listen, I think this tattoo signifies they're both immortal. Clark and her together.
You don't get to make those kind of calls if you're not
No,
willing to put that suit on.
listen. I think all of this was all made up, and they all came back, and she's killing people with her
I think
polar
it's-
bear claws.
Dude,
That's
She's like a
we
mixture.
gotta think about this logically though. Who else would Clark be that excited about being?
He didn't seem excited.
He seemed like freaked out, excited, like overwhelmed.
They had
She's
her body
alive.
in that facility.
If you're
and they
so
were-
convinced, why don't
And
you
her
make the bet?
and her tongue was on the floor.
I'm willing to bet it's not Anne.
Are you willing to bet it's not Ann?
I'm willing to bet. So.
Well, I'm not betting
Okay.
anything because I'm the only one. Even though
I'm betting. I'm telling you, I'm betting.
Even though I've
I
lost a lot of weight,
Bet with joy.
I don't want to be in that freaking thing again. Until
I
somebody
think they
else
had
is
her
in
body. I think she was there.
Okay.
How is
How
someone
are
else
you
gonna
in-
get in
yeah.
there unless you make a bet?
it.
So Evangeline
right.
Navarro found her after she was stabbed like 30-something times,
Yeah,
and then
well,
she
they
was
got-
kicked after she was dead.
Yeah,
Dude,
they went and got her
just-
body and took it to the facility.
Dude, like you said, there's one example of everything occurring in the world. There's
But she was
examples
already
of
dead.
people.
It's a difference.
Okay, well, dude, the guy in
They are
the guy,
regenerating themselves.
dude, that guy was out. In
I'm
the,
using the show though. I mean, the show could be giving us false information.
He was out in the freaking
also-
ice, and somebody's arm just snapped off, and then he screamed.
Yeah,
so
he wasn't stabbed 30 times before he was frozen, though.
it was like negative 30 degrees there, and he was out there for 3 days.
Yeah, like in the cases that it's happened, it's because it slows down your breathing.
I get that.
That's how people
I know. It's like putting a goldfish in the freezer, and it freezes, and you take it out, and goldfish.
Or his
still
next
alive.
turtle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your turtle froze?
Yeah, it was sitting, we used to keep it outside. Not the one I have now, but it's when I was a kid.
Yeah.
They kept it on the front porch, and then it got to the colder months, and it froze. I thought it was dead, and it wasn't.
Yeah.
But then they thawed out and got out of there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Also, Hank getting scammed.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
He doesn't know he's scammed.
He's
yet.
lonely.
That's why it's a scam.
He's a lonely man.
That's how you get
in the dark
scammed,
corner of
Joey.
the world.
But he doesn't know he's getting scammed.
Well, because he's not like ugly. He's like all right looking, dude.
For an older guy, yeah,
Yeah.
He's like, it's not like he should
just
have to
lonely.
resort to
He
that.
lives in freaking the end of the world.
Well, he's got blowjobs from whatever her name is.
Yeah, the one
What's her
chick.
face?
Stacy.
Stacy's fucking ugly. I don't know who want a blowjob from her.
That's pretty rough. I think I would.
Yeah,
I
you
would
just jack off.
Just close your eyes.
Nope, we don't. Also, we saw Kate McKittrick, who she looked a little like
she was
dressed a little better, kind of pretty.
Looking.
You think she's better looking?
She was very bitter. She just looks mad. Like.
Well, I think there's the idea of
No, she was mad when she saw Danvers.
I know, but just her.
Because she dated her husband.
Her personality seemed very.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Just.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Okay. She is at the very least in charge. Yeah, she owns a mine and therefore owns the
She's
rig.
rich and she just runs stuff.
Okay. I wonder if she's tied up in a meaningful way.
I don't know, but it's weird how she said, because I'm only doing it because I love this town.
Well, it's probably because she's not one to admit that I'm doing it because you asked me.
It seemed kind of sinister, too. Like, she's owns the mine. She's stripping all the resources from the community. But she's also providing jobs, though. I get both sides of the coin.
But the water's black and they don't.
I get both sides of the coin.
You don't have drinkable water.
If you're getting undrinkable water and people getting cancer much earlier, then it doesn't outweigh. I mean, the positive doesn't outweigh the negative.
Look at West Virginia. I mean, how many generations did people die of black lung and everything else from mining? Coal.
I think for them who died, it didn't the positive didn't outweigh the negative. I mean,
we
who
still
get that
are impoverished, and a lot of people in West Virginia still are addicted to fucking Oxycontin.
Well, it's because all the coal's getting pulled out of there, and I don't know what they're doing. But
that state has been raped and pillaged for a long time.
Long time.
Major corporations have been stripping that straight dry.
And there's a lot of ghost towns there now that used to have tens of thousands of people because the coal business was so successful back then, and now it's just
they also used to pay them in script.
Desolate.
So
the one thing that they said was Anne was a midwife.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I did.
That's going to have some kind of significance. I just hope.
Yeah.
I think of she's around babies and children. Yeah. It could lead to bad outcomes for the show for the plot.
This episode,
I'm
like, this feels like True Detective. Where the first episode, I didn't feel that. I was like, this is a cool show, getting.
Yeah.
But I was like, this feels like True Detective, just.
Okay. Yeah.
The way that everything is kind of.
Took
tied
a little
together.
bit to break the ice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. For next episode on Sunday morning, I'm going to do a post on the community channel. If you guys want to do a Q&A, that we will read after the episode, not before. So, because no spoilers. Anyways, guys, we appreciate it. Much love. See you next week.